Here we are.
Good
Hi.
morning.
Good morning.
We have someone between us, Bev.
We do.
Someone's come between us.
Oh,
my
it's
God.
worth it. It's okay. It's okay.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah, right. Thank
Hey,
you.
everybody. This is Paul.
And this is Bev.
And we have Joy with us from Chicago. Hi, Joy.
Hi.
Joy, welcome.
All right. So Joy is one of our certified practitioners back in, what did we decide, 2012?
12 already, yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a long time. We're going to talk with her a little bit today. So thanks for coming today.
Oh my God, it's my pleasure. I couldn't wait to volunteer at the center for finally see where it all started.
Well, perfect. So, yeah, she's going to be here if you want to come in this morning and get work done by Joy. She's going to be here today, too.
Oh.
So, yes. So we'll get to that in a minute. How was your week?
It was really good.
Yes?
Very good. Yes, it's spring now. So.
It's spring.
Mhm.
I know, and her sinuses are
Oh, my little
bugging
eyes
her.
are itching and my little nose is
Yeah.
running. So
Yeah.
here we are.
All right, and I had a little experience this weekend, too. I was sitting out watching the birds, and lots of birds, thousands of birds, and all of a sudden I realized, what happens if my hearing went away? And I thought, oh my gosh, well, I'd have my sight, and I could see all the beautiful colors. We have blues and purples and reds, and then I thought, what happens if my sight goes away? Now I'm starting to get a little pattery in the stomach, and
Right.
then I thought, well, I could talk and I could tell people that they could tap and we could message that way, and I thought, well, what happens if my voice went away? And I thought, oh my God, I'm really about touch.
What's
And
left?
so, yeah, and even I thought, well, if I'm paraplegic and my, and pretty soon all you had was a little touch in your head, and then I thought, what if the final touch went away? And I thought, oh man, I'd probably cease to exist. So I thought about that, and I thought, oh, biotouch. And so we can talk about that next week,
Yeah, that's going to be a really
about the importance of touch and the
Yes.
research. We had Gary
So
Schwartz.
true.
Yeah.
importance of touch.
So we'll talk about that next week, but it was
Awesome.
sort
I'm
of
looking
a
forward
weird
to that.
Yeah. So tune in next
Yeah.
week, folks.
Yeah.
Welcome all. We're going to share with you about our DreamCathcer again this week.
Yes, our DreamCathcer project that was envisioned by Lorraine Mills and actually was created on December 12th in 2012. So this is a beautiful piece of art, a collaboration. It's a global project, and it is hanging in our center here in Tucson.
Yeah, and it's 4 feet across, made out of mesquite wood.
Absolutely
And every week we put a picture of someone in the middle, and this week we
Roll.
have
Nobu.
Nobu.
Yes, yes.
So gorgeous, and
Yes.
she'll be happy to be in the middle. She's having some, trying to figure out all kinds of little things happening in her body. So welcome, Nobu. Nobu has been with us since, what did I say here,
Boy.
1996.
I'm a long
96,
time
yes.
staff member.
So Nobu
Wow.
is one of our elders,
Sure
both
appreciate
in
her.
time on the planet and
Yes.
time with the foundation.
Foundation
So
for
we love you,
services.
Nobu, and welcome to the center of the
Yeah.
DreamCathcer. If you'd like to be on the DreamCathcer, just send us a picture of yourself and where you exist on the planet, and we draw someone new every week.
We do.
So,
We
yeah,
do.
So, okay. So, Joy, we're going to talk to you now for a
Yeah.
while. How's that? So, why don't you tell us about what you do, what your company is, your business, and give the folks your website, too. a little
Okay,
bit, but
sounds
yeah.
good. For the past 20 years, I've worked professionally in geriatric healthcare primarily, and it's always been with dying patients in hospice or dementia
Wow.
care. So people basically who are losing so much. And the thing is, though, I found, well, these people are being taken care of by the organizations I help. So the caregivers came to the forefront for me to help them. And what I would do is I became a reflexologist about 7 years ago, and then BioTouch fell in my lap by the only practitioner in Illinois, Lynette.
Right.
And the minute I met her, I was like, I'm on board 100%. Well, what I started doing is the reflexology helped, but then I would find it helped to a certain point, and I would add the BioTouch on, and neuropathy would either disappear or get better, as you know.
Wow.
And even as people are in the midst of dying, I would do the headset and the other points, the stress points, and you could, and the pain relief, even with morphine, I was told by many hospice patients it would be different than the medication. And they actually said they felt at peace with emotional, physical, spiritual after the BioTouch was incorporated in. So as a result, I started training healthcare professionals. And one of the things I do now to keep it simple is I teach them breathing enhancements. these are healthcare professionals that look stern and stressed all the time. Of course, you've seen that in the BioTouch Center. People melt.
Right.
These people melt, and every single person says, "This is nice."
Wow.
Wow.
And it gives me chills to even say that, because I use this from anywhere from right now, my 33-year-old hospice patient with muscular dystrophy, he has a swollen abdomen, everything. And it has just been, the thing is, it's mutually beneficial. When we take our time to do anything, we center. That's what I love about this technique. It really is about love. I'm about peace and love and joy anyway.
Yeah.
But it really is about the love is taking time with people and not rushing. And it's taught me how to slow down personally. And it really was the step to change me into the calm, not neurotic person I am now versus before. And this has been a step to do that. And I've seen so many examples like you all have, but it's changed my life in a lot of ways.
Wow. And what's your position at this hospice program now?
Oh, well, actually, I'm an independent contractor now.
Oh,
I have
really?
my own business. So, and now what's happened is my business has evolved into helping people with grief. And BioTouch has even been a part of that, because any kind of touch, that connection with touch, it releases the emotions around any heavy emotion, from shame, blame, grief. And this has been an instrument for that as well.
Wow.
So it's just because I realized doing the work that I do, grief comes out the right side. So I would often work the shoulder set on the right and then move down the arm, do enhancements on the arm, and it goes out the fingers, but it enhances that release process. Uncorking is what I saw.
Uncorking.
Well, we have a new term here today,
But
uncorking.
we talk a lot about the physical symptoms in the book and stuff.
Right.
And because that's where we start. We feel the physical symptoms, but ultimately it uncorks the emotions. And with BioTouch, you can literally pull it out.
Wow.
And let it flow out, because the body's ready to release it if we just trigger it.
There you go.
So it's been amazing. I just can't even tell you.
Oh, we're so excited.
Yeah,
Wow.
we are. And what's nice is with the presentation of BioTouch, the things that you've learned all these years, is we don't have to present that to people. You know, all we have to do is teach the points and that awareness that you're talking about. That's it's thrilling.
Well, this is the only touch technique. Well, not just general touch in general. Americans, I was just talking about this with my friend. Americans tend to be touch phobic.
Right.
And so to enter into their space, this is the safest way to do it. I have never had anyone feel unsafe with this type of touch, because it has to be coming from a different place than other types of touch.
Right. And we really think that's what the greeting is all about.
Yeah, that greeting is, people feel safe with that greeting. We get to step into their sacred space, and they are so trusting. BioTouch just makes us so present with ourselves and the person in front of us. It's like this relationship, and there is this trust that greeting just opens our bodies up, into love. Yeah,
It does.
wonderful.
Now, are you teaching family members to work with the loved one that's passing?
Yes. So when I go in to visit, let's say a hospice patient, I show the caregivers how to do the enhancements on the area, for example, where the cancer or the pain is located, or maybe constipation, whatever, a symptom. And I'll teach them. I just say, run your fingers this way, do an enhancement. And they're so grateful, because the caregivers are sitting there not knowing what to do, and that's why they're anxious.
Right.
And I'm like, you can do this, and it takes minutes.
Yeah.
They think that it has to be something profound.
Right.
So it's allowing them to simplify their own lives as well.
That's interesting, because Paul and I have, when we have classes, that's something that comes up. BioTouch offers caregivers a way to participate in that healing journey, or whatever journey it is for their loved one or their friend, family member. Instead of, sometimes we feel so useless, or stand back and say, there's nothing I can do. But BioTouch offers everyone that amazing tool to be able to participate. So they're whatever level that they're using BioTouch.
And then again, receiving back that same relaxation and peace.
Of course.
Which they think they can't have until after that person dies, or when
Right.
someone else cares for them or something. And
Right.
Absolutely.
Reciprocal. In that moment. I know.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And I mean, that's the thing. I mean, working in healthcare, you're so regulated. And now to be unregulated and just being able to come in, hold hands, touch, and everybody's centered when I leave, including myself.
Including yourself.
It's just, there are no words for that.
You know, and that's what I found when I worked with people in their transition, that people could be crying when I walked into the room, and if I would go over to the person who was transitioning and I would touch them, everybody, the whole room even, would just sort of calm down. And I'll tell you, you have a
even the dogs and the cats.
Really?
The dogs and the cats end up laying in a circle around the patient after BioTouch.
Wow.
It's really something. Yeah, it's everybody. Not the fish, though.
So this is something easy for all of you to do, and what we're going to show here is, even if all you could do is a little stress set, even with people sitting around, we're going to show a little set of points here, and then we'll come back and talk more with Joy. And so let's share the stress set. The stress set may be used to address any manifestation of physical, emotional, or mental stress, as well as anxiety and shingles. Hold at X, which is in the fleshy area just below the bottom of the breastbone. It is the same as greeting point 1. Then with the other hand touch points 1 and 2, which are the same points as in the heart set. These points are found by imagining a line running from the notch at the top of the breastbone to a place on the left breast where the nipple would be on a youth. Divide this imaginary line into thirds. Point 1 is at the top of the first third. Point 2 is at the top of the second third. These points may be touched repeatedly, and remember to touch each point for at least 6 to 8 seconds. Well, we were just saying, just watching it.
Just watch it.
Just calm down.
We're about to fall asleep.
All calms down. Oh, yeah, here we are.
So remember now, this is easy for you to do. What we're sharing here today, we're here with Joy. She's from Chicago, and it's easy to do. So you can go online, justtouch.com. You can download, even just free, the beginning, the greeting points, and even just doing that, just doing the greeting can help you just be present with someone that you're working with in the family, friends. Go grab a neighbor, say I need to practice. And then the stress set. If all you could do is the stress set, something begins to happen. And that's sort of what you're telling us, that you were teaching people in a hospice setting that, you know, just doing the greeting and some local work, everything changed, all the energy and the feeling in the room. Huh?
It did, and in addition, I'm thinking of the agitated dementia patients I worked with professionally and now as a practitioner. And it's amazing because where they were giving, basically I teach the healthcare professionals, don't grab for the Ativan yet. Let's try this. In the stress set, you literally feel, it's like they get back to themselves despite the dementia. Sometimes they're more lucid after just the stress set. And so we need to give people a chance to let them do what's naturally good for their body instead of grabbing the Ativan immediately to react. And that's the thing. I teach CNAs and frontline staff because they're the real people that need to learn this.
Yep.
And to be the front line of defense and be able to do something, their job is easier and they love their job again.
Right. We just had a workshop. It was on Alzheimer's, and we had a woman who runs the local Alzheimer's unit here. And it was an amazing opportunity in a little 2-hour workshop for the family and friends to work, you know, at home, or, you know, when you go in to visit a family member with dementia or Alzheimer's. So if you're a member, you can actually download that, a little workbook. Shows you exactly what 2 or 3 sets to do. Right. And if you have questions, you can always call us or email us here at the Foundation headquarters here in Tucson. So we're here with Joy again. She's from Chicago. I think you had a question for Joy, too.
I do have a question for Joy. You know, we're really in the process of, you know, our vision is to just get this out to every single person on this planet so that they can have this amazing gift in their groups. And so my question is, with that vision, what are your thoughts? Can you share with us some of our thoughts? Because we're really going global here. It's time for BioTouch to get out there. And Paul and I are really, in this whole foundation, is in the process of really activating that now. And so could you share with us and our audience, how you feel about that?
Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is, I remember more than anything when Lynette told me when I was getting certified, the youngest certified practitioner is 4. And to me, I was like, that opened my heart so much because I have a 7.5-year-old daughter named Summer. And kids are natural healers. So I was thinking when you said that, if the children can do this to self-soothe,
Right.
whatever,
Yeah.
do this to self-soothe instead, because there's a lot more pressure on children, but it empowers them to do something bigger than themselves. And we're losing that with our children. They're being inundated with information. And the other thing about spreading to the whole planet is that this is as universal as people feeling sadness and emotions. I was talking to someone the other day, somebody in India or Pakistan or Africa, they have the same emotions over grief, for example, that we do.
Exactly.
So the fact that people can take their time and do this to someone else. By the way, what I found is when people do enhancements or the headset on the head, a lot of times they don't even know you're doing it on the head. So it's something where, and I don't know. I just feel like as humanity, it has to be about love. There's a lot of initiatives, heart math and all this stuff, where it's scientifically proven if you really need it.
Right.
But if we have love in this world and can nurture each other, we'll be full again. It's very important.
And you're very important.
Thank you. Oh, we're so.
But I'm not just blowing smoke. This is what I live every day. And my name is Joy. So trying to get myself back to joy, getting other people back to joy, and this is a piece of that.
Wow.
And it's a piece that Bev and I come here every Monday to share with you all.
Yeah.
And we're grateful to be sharing it with you all. And
absolutely.
we're really grateful that you could spend some time with us.
I just feel so blessed that you were here with
Me
us
too.
today.
I have been waiting too
It's
long
amazing.
to come here.
Yes.
Oh,
So.
and sharing all of that love and really beauty with everyone today. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So if you're in the
My pleasure.
Chicago area, get hold of Joy. Do you have a website or something people can
I
contact
have a
you?
website, and it's recently changed. www.joylucinda.com.
Lucinda, how do you spell that?
Lucinda.
Okay.
And if you want joy and light in your life, that's what it means. That's my real name. But the thing is, it talks a lot about grief on that website, but it has all my contact information, and I do a combination of techniques for what you need in the moment to help you with anything you need to release
Right.
and balance.
Great.
So
all of you in the Chicago area, you should be contacting Joy and learn a little BioTouch from a pro, it sounds like.
Right.
Good for you.
I would just like to say one thing to remind we know that BioTouch is a complementary or an integrative modality, and what you've shared with us today, it just really reminded me of how powerful BioTouch is to use with anything, because you're proof of that. I mean, you're just really integrating BioTouch with so many other ways, and it's just amazing. It's beautiful.
It
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
It's a blessing.
great.
There was no accident. I found this.
Oh,
somehow.
no.
And no accident you come back as we rang the bell this year to really go on a
We're
global
really moving
schedule
out,
and,
yeah.
and to get more of the practitioners working together. So we look forward to working
I'd
with
be
you
glad
some
to
more.
travel for you.
Okay.
All right.
I
She
love
said
world
it.
travel. It's all good.
Set up on the class. So talking about traveling, all of you, don't forget, put on your calendar May 5th. I'm going to be presenting at the Institute of Noetic Sciences, a really nice group here in town, and hopefully we'll have a video of it, so we'll be able to play that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And next week we're going to talk a little more about touch,
Yes,
the
we
importance
are.
of touch.
Yes,
And Joy sort of rang that bell for us, and we're going to build more on that next week.
Yeah.
So I think we just did another amazing 20 minutes.
You did. There
All
you
right.
go.
Thank you, Joy.
We did it together, my
Yes.
friends. If you hadn't just boosted us to the next level, I wouldn't be here. So thank
Perfect.
you, Paul.
All
There you
right.
go.
And thank you, Bev.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Paul.
Bev.
Thank you, Joy,
And
for being here.
thank you, everybody, for letting us come into your phone and your home. And
There you go.
we'll see you all next week.
Have a
And may it
glorious
be
week.
filled with peace and ease.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye, all.
Bye.
From all around to the sun, they come here every day. They do a lot of touching and they do it without pay.